everybody, and welcome to the official beginning of the Sunoco Royale here in Homestead, Miami Speedway. All the heats are done, the qualifying's done, the consultation race is done, everything is set up, ready to go. 34 cars set up on the grid, ready to go racing for our 5th time at the Sunoco Royale. If you watched qualifying, you know how this goes and you can skip it, but if you haven't watched qualifying, well, this is how the order lined up after qualifying. On pole position today, William Duncan, who just barely got into Q2, dominated it, and got pole position here at the Sunoco Royale, alongside Hans Windhelm, which Windhelm has a win this year coming at Portland. He's trying to get another one. It's another Speedway win if he can get it done. And a Royale win would definitely be something great for the German. On row 2, you got Eric Monaco for Red Stallion Racing. Red Stallion has had a pretty decent season so far, especially with Eric Monaco, and they're looking to keep it going. A win at the Royale for them would be absolutely incredible if they could pull it off. Alongside Zachary Fitzwater Sr., the Season 2 champ, trying to turn it around after a pretty abysmal last few seasons. Hasn't been able to do any sort of repeat from his Season 2 performance. Maybe trying to turn it around here and get a great performance of the Royale to carry into the international tour. On row 3, you got the two Season 4 rivals, other than Paulson. It's Rowe and Jackson. Rowe has not had the best of the season so far, but is trying to put it together to get himself up through the order, while Jackson has actually had a pretty decent season so far and sits sort of near the front in championship standings. On row 4, you got Kieran Malter, who's really stepped it up this year. Compared to his last few years, he's finally showing that he's a threat. He's a championship threat. He sat in the top 10 pretty much all season long. And he's looking to get a Sunoco Royale win to keep the momentum going. Alongside Jimmy Perez, the only HHSR car left in the field after the other 3 were knocked out in the heat. Perez trying to carry this torch, but he is in the top 10 in qualifying. Let's see if he can keep up the pace. On row 5, you got Aja Baranowska's, the Season 3 Royale champion, sitting in the Full Frontal Motorsports one-off car, number 41 for Delta Airlines. She's looking to get a repeat performance of Season 3 and possibly get another Royale win, being the first to get 2 and possibly get her first career win. Alongside Ryan Monaco, in his last Royale in his last season in SCS full-time racing, sitting down here in P10, hoping to get his first and only Royale. Looking down through the field at some of the bigger threats. Actually, a lot of the bigger threats are lined up at the rear of the field. You got Roger Ray, the Heat 1 winner. You got Lorenzo Log up here, your Heat 2 winner. You got Jovic, who's second in points. You got Anderson, Bowers, and Durrell. 3 Fitzwater cars all down here. Roush is down here. Curtis is down there. Caldwell, Arndt, Halleck in his Snickers car this time around. Pericles is down here. Scott is down. Actually, the Scott Ganassi cars are all lined up on the inside line. They have a lot of work to do together. They want to win it. Irvine, there's a lot of people here. Shepard, there's a lot of people here that could just really hunt through this pack and win the Royale, but it's up to Duncan to win it all. We'll be back when they get the cars rolling. Alright, so everyone is lined up and ready to go here at Homestead, Miami Speedway after a minor issue, but it'll be William Duncan leading it down to the green flag here in Homestead, Miami Speedway to start the Sunoco Royale, the fight for the Royale Championship for our 5th season. Green flag is in the air in Homestead. Barrel it down to turns 1 and 2. It's Duncan who got the jump on Windhelm. We come out at 2. Eric Monaco looking very anxious behind. So does Rowe. You can see Rowe thinking about peeking on Eric Monaco. But Eric down the inside for the lead. They're side by side out of the corner. But Eric Monaco will lead the first lap at the Royale. Malcher down the inside row and Duncan at the same time. with his teammate Baranowska's close. Eric Monaco having to defend from 3 lines. Which does he defend? He defended in the middle. It seems to have worked. Mulcher and Baranowska's are a little close. Few people tussling together. We're on lap 3. It's Eric Monaco still leading Baranowska's, trying to get second. But Red Stallion is leading the race. Baranowska's a former member of Red Stallion close by. Skyla Johnson, another former member of Red Stallion close by. A lot of people who used to be on this team is near, but it's Mulcher down the inside for the lead. Kieran Mulcher, like said, really stepped it up this season. Even though he got 2 wins last season, he has no wins this season, but his consistency is so much better than it was. Mulcher trying to defend from Rowe for the lead. It's close. Rowe trying to get there, but no, Mulcher going to keep the lead for now. It's Mulcher, Rowe, Eric Monaco, Audrey Baranowska's, and Hans Windhelm, your top 5. Thompson close. There's a wreck! That's Carlson! Carlson's around, and the yellow is in the air. Mulcher will lead it back. As it calms down, what happened? They be going 4 wide out of 2. That's never a good idea. And just a look. Oh, it was Halleck accidentally hitting Iran clipping Carlson. Good job, Jackson, avoiding that. He stopped on a dime to avoid that. But he did. No scratches on the 10 car. Keeping it good. Carlson will have to be at the rear. We'll be back. We enter the pits, as there's been a little bit of a tussle back here. And Anderson's all! Oh, your reigning Royale champion. What happened on the slowing down? We all know slowing down can be a pretty big issue. And when Jackson would hit a log, Shepard would hit Jackson, and Anderson. That would end Anderson. That would end a log. That would end Shepard. Slowing down can be an issue sometimes, and that proves it. As we enter the pits, everyone trying to... Mulcher giving everyone a chance to catch up. As now we're in the pits, it's Mulcher, Rowe, Baranowska's, Thompson, Johnson, Monaco, Windhelm, Pericles, Fitzwater, and Paulson. We're in. No pit stop issues here because everyone is slowed down. This should be fun. We're going to turn off the leaderboard for now. We're just going to watch. Everyone entering their pit stalls. Here we go. Mulcher in and out. I don't think that was tires. I don't think he took tires. That was interesting. And a weird choice. Rowe gonna drop back a bit because of taking tires. But it'll be Kieran Mulcher leading out of the pits, no tires. That's an interesting choice, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. Thompson in second. Windhelm in third. Eric Monaco fourth. Nick Pericles in fifth. Carson Bowers in sixth. Skylar Johnson in seventh. Alexander Rowe in eighth. John Hart in ninth. And Ryan Monaco will round out your top 10 as we're going to go green here in just a moment. So we look at the leaderboard. Some people having trouble recovering. Jackson from the incident slowing down. Still getting repairs. A log got repairs, but look at that. Yeah, he's not going to be racing for a win. He's just racing for as many points as he can. And that's why these people are trying to repair. Just get as many points as you can in this. On lap 9, Anderson and Shepard drop out. That's unfortunate. Shepard was a big threat last season, was knocked out by Caldwell, this time knocked out during slowing down. And Anderson, your reigning Royale champion, if you get last or anywhere outside like the top 25, we got to be pretty sure that you're probably not going to win the Royale. And Anderson not going to go 2 in a row. But right now, a few underdogs near the front here, especially Stephen Thompson and Eric Monaco.
Stephen Thompson hasn't been anywhere this season other than in Watkins Glen, where he got his first career win.
Other than that, he hasn't really been anywhere. Eric been really fast. He's one of the fan favorites, actually, but he's in a rank D car. And that's just been the big downside to him all season. He's been so consistent, and if he was in a rank A ride, he would be in a possible championship position. But as we come down to take the green once again, lap 9, Kieran Mulcher leads it back down to the green flag here in Homestead Miami Speedway. Green flag back in the air. And that 10 car is very slow. Oh boy, here we go. How many issues is this going to cause? A lot of it. Oh, Jackson. A lot of damage to the 10 car, and everyone's just going to try to dispose of them. Philip Scott doesn't seem to be the problem. It just seems to be the 10 car. There goes Paulson and Ray. There goes that entire inside line. Philip Scott trying to push Jackson to the wide line. It looks like Scott doesn't have damage, really. So he's just trying to get past. And that's costing a few people. Including Jimmy Perez, the last member of HHSR left in this race. We look back at the front after that big jumble. This is the pack that's left. Mulcher and Windhelm battle for the lead. Thompson not far behind. Pericles is in this. Nick Pericles. John Arndt not far. Fitzwater still in it. Roman Rahal is in it. And even if you don't really count the people back here out, they can hunt themselves back up. Just keep your eye on them for now. But the lead changing hands. It's Windhelm taking the lead from Mulcher. Pericles trying to get down the inside, trying to possibly get a Royale, avenge himself after last season when he lost it by 1 point. I believe it was less than a tenth. He didn't get Lorenzo Log by, and because he didn't pass Lorenzo Log, he didn't get the Royale from Anderson. Now Thompson going after Mulcher. Doesn't want to let that 51 get away. You get out front and there's battling behind you. You can get away pretty easily here. Ryan Monaco down the inside of Pericles. He'll get it, looks like. Oh, he's going low. He's going after Thompson. Oh, that was too risky. No way you could have got that. I'm sorry. He's good, but I don't think he's that good. It's now Ryan Monaco slipping into second. It's his last Royale, and he's gonna go for a win. To win the Royale in your last season would just be an amazing feat. Be able to prove that all along you had the capability to win, you just never got there. But he's got to take down Windhelm, the German. The only German in SCS history, if I'm correct. I believe there's no Germans in lights either. I may be wrong on that. Actually, is Johann Art a German? I'm pretty sure Johann Art might be German as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know people are from other places, like Bernauskas from Lithuania, Anderson from Great Britain, Fitzwater from Australia, Fitzwater Australia Racing, obviously. A few people from different nationalities around here. Vincent from Luxembourg. Jimmy Perez from Mexico. There's a lot of different countries represented here, but right now, Germany on top. And you got 6, 7, 8, 9 Americans lined up behind the German. Then you get to the Canadian and Sean Angel. Oh, they reach Jackson, and Jackson's holding up the 40. Mulcher, this isn't what Mulcher wants. This isn't what Mulcher needs at all right now. Dropping to the tail end of the pack. He'll have to wait until the tail end of the pack to get low with Eric Monaco. Jackson wasn't as big of a nuisance as we thought he would be. But really holding up Mulcher. Mulcher can't get through him. Now holding up Caldwell. Really stopping the second pack from advancing on the top pack. Now top three starting to break away because of all the confusion. But with it, Bowers and Art leading the second part of the path, I don't doubt that they're going to reach him again. Ryan Monaco and Nick Pericles been around since Season 1. Windhelm been around since Season 2. Bowers Season 1. Arndt Season 1. Rowe Season 1. Thompson technically Season 1. Thompson was a one-up driver in Royales for Fitzwater Australia for the first 2 seasons. Skylar Johnson. Been around since Season 2, I'm going to say Season 2 or Season 3. Angel been around since Season 2. Fitzwater been around since the very beginning. Ray Hall as well. Eric Monaco as well. Eric Monaco used to be on Full Frontal for the longest time. Not for the longest time, 2 seasons. But was on that team for 2 seasons. Has a win on that team. Season 1. He's one of the people in the group of people who have not won since Season 1. Joined by Duncan. Which, Duncan, your pole sitter. Not amazingly far behind, but still pretty far behind. Roger Ray started at the tail end of the pack, doing pretty well right now. Up in 16th. But because of the lap car holding them up, they have a little bit more progress to make up now. Your top 3 doesn't seem like they're separating, but it doesn't seem like they're passing each other either. They seem to be kind of neutral right now, but I see Art down the inside of Bowers, going to take the 4th position. And now it's a Scott Ganassi 3-4. Pericles just trying to get it down the inside, and 3 and 4 is the place where you get it pretty well on the inside. But even then, Ryan Monaco fighting back. This is aiding the 05 of John Arndt, helping him get up. And there's Pericles getting clear. There's Arndt down the inside. Scott Ganassi going for a 2-3 right now. Windhelm got to be pretty scared. Rowe back here. Can't deny him. Angel. Can't deny him. Fitzwater in the top 10. Can't be denied here. It's a 10-car breakaway, it looks like. Because Eric Monaco dropped back and Roman Rahal is dropping. Malcher continues to drop. Ugh. He was near the front for a while. Now, see? This is what I said about no tires. I felt really hesitant about Malcher taking no tires, and this is why. He's just not been doing good. Doesn't have the speed everyone else has, and is just dropping. It sucks, but he just made the wrong decision. And now, they're reaching 2 lap cars. Good choice. Get out of there, Pericles. Get out of there. That was a great choice. But he runs it wide. That's going to lead Carson Bowers. Bowers going to take the position from Pericles. That was a great decision out of them, though, because these 2 are going to be an issue. Yeah, they will. Oh, yeah. There it is. Even taking pit lane now, it's a little too late. You already got held up, but they're not taking pit lane. They're going to take him head on. That's not a very good decision. I would have taken pit lane there. Now these 2 have a pretty nice advantage. Because they can get in and out. They're going to be out more than a lap down, but as long as a caution doesn't happen, Ray taking it as well. Ray, as long as a caution doesn't happen, these 2 have a nice advantage because of those lap cars holding them up. Lorenzo Log is in. But no one else. Everyone else staying out. They're trying to stretch it to go on one more stop. I know that's what's happening here. That's obvious. Look at Angel. Hunting up into 3rd. Fitzwater's not far. P8. Close to Skylar Johnson. Could Fitzwater do it? There we go. Now we have some people taking the dive. Oh, Ryan Monaco had an incident here in his heat. And he'll run it wide again. He just can't get that right. And he'll lose 3 spots. Right behind Fitzwater. That's another spot for Fitzwater. He's got to be happy about that. But now we look. Carson Bowers and Nick Pericles are the ones we're looking for now. Here they are. We're also looking. There they are. Windhelm. Are you going to run it wide? Yep. Windhelm is nope. That was bad. That was a really bad entry. Arndt gonna take it. Windhelm drops below Thompson, and Arndt now has the lead. Or does he? Now we're getting into a confusing phase of this race. Oh, can they make it on fuel? That's a question. There's Carson Bowers. We're watching. There's a 39. He's around Paulson. He's around Ryan Monaco. Not going to beat Angel, but they're both going to beat Skylar Johnson. Angel has the lead. Oh, but the momentum swing out of the 39. This strategy, pitting before they reach the lap cars, may have worked in their favor. Very, very much. Sean Angel and Carson Bowers are close. Arndt. Can they get the momentum to swing around Arndt in 3 and 4? Or at least get close to him? No, they're not close. Now it gets interesting. A few things could happen at this moment in time. First that could happen is one that no one wants to happen up here, and that's a caution. If a caution were to happen... Oh wow, Roman Rahal stayed out another lap. Try to gain a little more position. Roger Ray gained a lot of position. But if caution comes out, that would be interesting, to say the least. I don't know how that would go. A lot of people would jumble up and it would be a cluster. We may just see it go to the end, but if we see it go to the end, the question arises, can they make it? And I think the answer is no. We know Berkeley's and Bowers can't make it. They are depending on no one else being able to make it. So they pit early, got the undercut. It worked. It definitely worked. Pericles and Bowers are right in the fight for the win now. But if people have to pit, and it comes down to who can stretch it the furthest, I would have to give it to Roman Rahal. Roman Rahal stretched it to lap 29? Not 29. He stretched it 29 laps, if I'm correct. Which would make him easily be able to make it, but other people, not so much. I don't know. This one's tough. The Delta's 27. Rahal either went 27 or 28. I think he went 28 or 29, actually. But it all rises that question, who can make it on fuel? Now the strategy part of this game comes in. Jackson is also going to play a factor with John Arndt. Also, where's the 2? The 2 will also play a factor. These two have played a factor all race long, and they're going to play a factor again. Now remember, this is only race 1, meaning these positions back here are just as important as these positions up here. Because, remember, in race 2, these people will start ahead of these people because they finished lower. Which means, in turn, Anderson will start on pole. Everyone should be scared of that. Oh, Fitzwater and Rowe. That was important. That changes things. Oh, Jackson, what are you doing? There we go. Fitzwater gets through. Not before losing a few spots, but ugh. Now the question is, can they catch Arndt? Arndt is just so quick. He's the points leader. He's a 6-time winner. Going for 7 here at the Royale. But Angel trying to stop. There's the run. That's the heavenly run I've talked about. Look at the time Angel just made up in 3 and 4. That was a solid 5/10 he just made up in 3 and 4. Even though it says he made up 2 2100ths, he lost time in 1 and 2. And I think he just made it all back and then some in 3 and 4. Now we watch. Is Pericles going to overtake Angel here and start to go after his teammate? It looks like a Scott Ganassi 1-2 is setting up. Scott Ganassi won the Season 3 Royale with Baranowskis. They're trying to go for their second. They'd be the second constructor. They'd be the first constructor to get 2. Ryan Monaco looking pretty strong. Fitzwater's here. He could play a factor in the next race. Everyone here could play a factor in this next race. It all depends on how strong they are in race 2. Like I said, you want to be in the top 20. Top 15 is preferred, which means Rowe is there. Top 20 is stretching it. Below that, you're going too far. You're not going to get it. Below top 20, you're not going to win this Royale, which includes people like Anderson, like Durrell, like Jovic, Irvine, Alog, Scott, Jackson, Shepard, Anderson, all those people, they're not going to get it. Art honestly seems like the most likely candidate right now. He's about on form what Anderson had when he got his. But Angel's probably the underdog of the 3 here because Pericles has almost won a Royale. Art is Art, and Angel's just kind of in the middle. I'm pretty sure everyone expects the other 2 to get this, but Angel's looking strong. Keep your eye on Angel when we get in the second race. He could hunt through. Roman Rahal, 7th. That's a good position for him. A lot of people could play big factors in this Royale, but right now it's just all uncertain who's actually going to win it. We're coming to 10 to go this time around. Pericles gets around Angel. Now it's on. 2 questions. Can Art hold on? And will we have to pit again? If we have to pit again, I'm about 95% sure Rahal does not. I'm pretty sure Rahal is fine to the end of this race. I'm pretty sure that Bowers and Pericles are not. So at this point, if Art doesn't need to pit and Angel doesn't need to pit, Pericles is playing spoiler to Art, helping Art get this first win. These do not count as official wins to their career. The only thing that counts as an official win is the Royale. But as we come down, we're on lap 52, coming to 53. Pericles closing in. He can't make it. I don't think he can. I'm pretty confident that Nick Pericles is not making it to the end of this race. He can only play spoiler, I think. Unless these guys need to pit, then it's really just Rahal. It's really just Roman Rahal that can win this. If everyone needs to pit, Rahal stayed out that extra lap, and that might be the difference. Wynn almost slipped his way into 4th. It's just these 3 right now, though. Jackson getting close. Uh-oh, here we go again. How will John Art deal with the 10? Jackson's got to be glad this is not a points race. Everyone's got to be glad that this isn't a points race, or else Art would just demolish everyone. Oh, that's a sort of mistake. Or was it? No, he just is able to scoot by. Okay. At this point, it's pretty much Art's. But that all depends, again, of if they need to pit. We need to watch Pericles, see when he dives. Same with Bowers. Not yet. They're staying out. Are they just gonna make it? If they are, this is Art's. I don't think Angel has any sort of challenge. I don't think he's anywhere close enough to be able to challenge for the win of the race number 1. We're at 5 laps to go, and Art still leading. We're up to the back straight again. Pericles. You and Bowers call the pit cycle. There's Bowers! Oh no, it's starting. I think Royale just won this race. I think Roman Royale wins. I think. It comes down to how far he's willing to stretch it. Because with Bowers in, Pericles is in this time. Who else? No. Pericles is in. There it is. Nick Pericles was just depending on everyone else needing to come in. No one else yet. Oh boy, this is going to be tight. This is going to be close. Oh boy. Lap 58. Who's in this time, if anyone? No one. They're going to try. Oh, I'm nervous. Ray is in. Ray couldn't do it. How many people are going to jump pit lane? With 2 to go. How many? Oh, no. Art, can you make it? Are you winning race 1 or are you done? He's gonna try. Aren't staying out. Who else? Everyone. No one's going to come in. Everyone's determined to stay in this thing. Here we go. White flag for John Art. If he runs out of fuel now, it will be the most devastating thing I've ever seen. Into 3 and 4. He conserved just enough. And out of the last corner, John Art wins race number 1 of the Royale. It's not a career win, but it's a win nonetheless. That gets him 1 step closer to a Royale. Angel comes home 2nd, Wind on 3rd, Brian Monaco 4th, Duncan 5th, Skylar Johnson 6th, Ray Hall. If we had 1 more lap, they probably would have been doing it. Royale on 7, Bernoska's 8, Thompson 9, Paulson on 8 with top 10. That's important. Keep your eye on all these people next time around. But it's John Art setting the stage for race 2, and your points leader on his way to a possible Royale. A lot of people, I thought they were going to pit. I thought Art and Angel were going to be in, and if he did, it could have been Windhelm, it could have been Monaco, it could have been Duncan, could have been Johnson. If not any of them, Ray Hall had it no matter what. But they stretched it, and they made it. And it's John Art out on top. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's John Art taking away the first race and 1 point for himself, which is very important going forward. Sean Angel 2nd, Windhelm 3rd, Ryan Monaco 4th. Good performance. Duncan in 5th, Johnson in 6th, Ray Hall in 7th, Bernowska's in 8th, Thompson in 9th, and Cordell Paulson will round out your top 10 here in Homestead. We looked through. There's some important names that could appear as big threats next time around. Fitzwater, 14th, and he'll start 14 positions ahead of John Art, and that could be important. This could be important, but when we get past the 20th place, that's when it starts to fizzle away. They're the people who pit, and it just couldn't come together for them. And with that, I don't think Pericles has this Royale. I don't think Scott has this Royale. I don't think Ray has this Royale. Bowers, Jovic, Alog, Perez, Irvine, Aran, Durrell, Jones, those people, I don't think they have it. I think it's up to this top 20. And in the next race, it'll be John Art starting at the tail end of the field and Max Anderson on pole position. Oh, Lord help us all. If any of you are wondering, in the event of a tie, if we do end up in a tie at the end of the race too, it'll go to the person who has the highest position in the second race. Meaning, if John Art ends up tying with someone like Eric Monaco, say, for some reason, well then, yeah, that's not so good for, it's not so good for Art, I don't think, because I think Monaco would take that. But now, it's up to everyone. Everyone's going to go into the pits, get their cars repaired, and get ready for race 2 next time. Ciao. All chasing after Germany. It's World War II all over again. I'm going to cut that. I have to cut that. I have to cut that. But now, it doesn't look like... Give me a minute. Okay.